Everybody, it's Carla with Cobweb Corner and welcome to FlossTube number 79. It is February 27th, Monday, 2023. If you're new to the channel, this is a channel about cross stitch. Sometimes I actually have some cross stitch to share or some other craftiness, but it's also about my online cross stitch store, Cobweb Corner. And today, I usually try to share a little bit about the business and what's going on in the industry and stuff like that. So I've got a little bit to share with you today. I just wanted to get a quick video out before I left for market. I'm going on Friday the 3rd. My flight leaves at 5:15 in the morning and I should be in Nashville by 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll see how all that goes. I'll talk about that more in a little bit. So since my last video, we went to Mexico and it was my birthday while we were in Mexico, so that was really fun. I'll try to see if I'll either have already put up a couple pictures of things we saw in Mexico at the beginning of this, or I'll insert some here. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But it was really fun and it was very relaxing and we really needed it. And I'll tell you why in a second. We did get to see quite a few whales, so that was pretty exciting. I'd never seen a whale before. Most of them we were on the beach and they were out in the bay, but we did take a fishing trip and saw a couple a little bit closer. Nothing, like exciting or anything, but it was really, really beautiful and it was really neat to see those great big humongous whales. I think the ones we saw were humpback whales, and they would come into the bay in Puerto Vallarta and have their babies, and so it was a little bit more protected water there. So that was really, really fun and exciting for somebody who's from the Midwest and has no oceans around them. We just had a really, really, really good time while we were there. We were gone. If you had visited my shop, you would notice that it was closed. But I was still working while I was on vacation doing some market prep. I bought Wi-Fi on the plane and that actually worked out really well and also made the time on the flight go a little bit faster. And then I tried to work a couple of hours, an hour to 2 hours every day in my room and tried to keep up with things. So yeah, so that was, and then came back to chaos for market. We'll go into that. So the title of my FlossTube this time is Life's Curveball Part 2. And I do have some bad news to share, and I'm not going to go into it or talk about it a lot, but a little over a year ago, I had a Life's Curveball Part 1 video where I shared with you that my husband Paul had gotten kind of aggressive form of prostate cancer and was going to have surgery to have his prostate removed and hopefully take care of things. And that surgery happened on December 27th of last year, so over a year ago. And we thought everything was fine. In November of this last November, we found out that his cancer had returned, but it was kind of a wait and see type of thing. They needed it to get a little bit worse before we could figure out what's going on. And long story short, they have decided to do 7 weeks of radiation therapy 5 times a week. So that's been a challenge, and we're ready to take that on head on. He's also doing some other treatments and just getting ready to see what we can do to kick this cancer in the butt. So that might mean some different things to my shop as time goes forward. If he needs treatments or we have to do something or we decide we're going to travel more, whatever, the shop might be closed a little bit more often. But I'll give as much lead time as I can, and all of that will be posted or talked about here. So anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that was going on. Yeah. So the other thing, let's see, stitching. I haven't stitched at all since my last video, not one stitch. And a lot of it is all that's going on. We were gone. I did not take stitching with me to Mexico because I knew that any extra time I had, I would be working on market pre-orders. And with all of the unknowns of Paul's cancer and getting ready for market, I just haven't even thought about it. I did do a tiny bit of machine embroidery. I finished the 3rd triangle of my February tabletop, and it is February 27th, and my tabletop is not anywhere near complete. If we're really honest, it might not be complete for next February either. But I finished so there's 4 of these triangles here that go around, and I finished the 3rd one and I started the 4th one. So I did do that, and that's it for Stitchiness. And I apologize. I know you come here to these channels to get inspiration and see what people are working on, and it just didn't happen this month. There's just too much life going on. But I did get some Stitchy mail, and I also got some fun mail fun things. First, when I was in Mexico with our friends, and we went to Mexico with the friends that we farm with, and it was my birthday there, and we went to a really nice, the resort we stayed at was Secrets and Dreams, and it was all inclusive, and they had a few really good restaurants. And on my birthday, we made reservations for 8 of us for their French restaurant, and it was actually really good. And so that was fun, having lived in France. We're always looking for good French food, and they did a really good job. But while we were at the table, we sat down, and my friend said, "Here's your birthday present." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." And this is my birthday present. So this is a model of the tractor that I drove last year during planting season. So it is a quad track. So it actually has the, I don't know what you call these things, like a tank, and that's the one that I drove. So my plan with this, and I'll try to insert a picture here if I remember, is this is going with me everywhere. A while back, people would take different little things with them on travel, and everywhere they traveled, there would be a posed picture of it. And I'm gonna try to do that. We'll see if it works. It's gonna go to market with me if I remember, and we'll see what happens. So actually, this is one of the best gifts I've ever gotten. I laughed so hard when they gave it to me, because I'm always telling them, I'm always texting them, "Are you taking care of my tractor? And you're not letting anybody drive my tractor, are you?" So they said, "Here, you finally have your own tractor." So that was really fun. Little things like that, make you laugh. Then I got some other mail. I got a sticker for my sticker book in my birthday card from my daughter from Mount Rainier. She lives in Seattle, so I got to put that in my sticker book. And then I had done some machine embroidery for a friend of mine, and of course didn't charge her anything, and she sent me a pattern for this quilting bag. I don't do a lot of things like this. In fact, I've never done anything like this, but I'm interested in this because it's called a Mondo bag, Quilt Smart Mondo bag, and it comes with this fabric that has grids on it, and you supposedly cut your square, put your squares in the squares on the grid and fuse it with an iron, and then everything's put together, and you just somehow magically seam it together, and it comes out like this. So I don't know, she says she's made 5 or 6 of them, and we'll see whether that ever gets done or not. So that was a really nice gift. Then my last video, I had told you my winter tabletop that also did not get done, my January one. I was not happy with what I did by not following the instructions on this particular part of it. It's called a daisy, what is it called? I can't remember. Let me look. Oh, anyway, this inside of the tablecloth. or table runner, and I'm going to throw this away. So I was like, what am I going to do? Because this is a kit. And I had ordered, last time I talked to you guys, I had ordered from Fat Quarter Shop, and they had the exact things I needed. So I'll have extra of everything, which is fine. Can always use whites, but it has the assortment of whites that I need for the Lazy Daisy, and then the mint, kind of mint green that is, and it's the exact fabric. It's Kimberbell fabric. So it's just like getting my kit replaced. So that table topper that was going to cost me maybe $60. It'll look like this one is done. It's now up to like $75. So yeah, quilting, you know, crafts just aren't cheap. So I think that's, oh, and then I got my fabric order from Jody. So this is Jody from Steel City Stitchers. She has a fabric club that I'm a member of. And this is a beautiful green. I do need to go through my fabric and give some of it away to you guys. I have way too much right now. That'll come in soon. And then I really, really like, I know I'm going to use this one. It's kind of an oatmeal. Isn't that beautiful? And these are, I get 32 count even weave. If you want to join, I don't know, I'm assuming she still has a wait list. You can go to Steel City Stitchers YouTube channel, and you can contact them and see if get put on the wait list, or see if there's an opening. But her fabrics are beautiful. They go out once a month, and you get 2 pieces, her choice of colors, but you get to choose what size of fabric that you want. Another thing that I got that I never showed was the Black Needle Society boxes. My favorite thing in them is the needle minders. And I can't remember which box this came out of, but I got this KitchenAid needle minder, and I love it. So, whoa, sorry about that. So that was a lot of fun. Then, when I do my machine embroidery, applique embroidery, I should say, machine applique, you have to trim the fabric. So when I sew something like this, it'll be a big piece of white material, and then I go and I trim around where I've stitched to get it right up to the stitch and make it the shape that it is sewn out to be. And I use double curved scissors to do that. And I had bought a pair of cheap scissors on Amazon, and they worked pretty well. But I was finding, I think they were getting dull already, and I was finding that when I really needed to get into a tight corner to trim my fabric, that I wasn't getting a sharp point. So I went ahead and sprung for some, what is it, Ginger scissors. And if that's the wrong name, it's just one of those lives right now. I threw the box away. So the way this works, why they're double curved is so that, first of all, if you're working on a sewing machine and you want to trim some thread, you can go down and under, reach down and under your machine foot and under the needle and give it a nice close trim. The other thing is this part is curved. So when you're trimming your applique fabric, you can get really close to your sewing machine or your sewing seam and trim right up to the seam without having to worry about the point of your scissors digging into your fabric and tearing it. So this part stays flat, and you get your fabric right up in there, and then you can just cut along, and you never have to worry about cutting your project. So these are really, really popular. This one, the finger holes are a little small, and I have pretty thin hands, so that's a thing, but these are much sharper, and I have not tried them yet as far as getting into a deep point to see how they work. But that was another thing that I got in the mail. So that's about it. And again, I apologize that I don't have a lot of crafting. Well, actually, you know, it's just it's just the way it is. I appreciate you watching when you know that I'm not a huge finisher and stitcher, but that's going to change because 3 weeks from now I will be at Steel City Stitchers Retreat in Pittsburgh, and I will stitch for 2 days, 2 solid days, maybe 3 days. I don't know, 2.5 days. I'm there 3 nights, but I think my flight leaves really early on the 3rd day. So I am really hoping, well, that'll be a whole nother video because I don't know what to pack. I don't know what stitching I'm going to bring, blah, 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 blah. So, giveaways from my last video. I seem to have been in a hurry in the last video too and had no giveaways ready. So I said we would give away 3 $10 store credits or gift certificates to the shop. So you had to use the number 1010 in your comment, and 47 people entered. And the 3 winners are the Blue Crab Stitcher, Julie Hart, H-A-R-T, and Cheryl, just Cheryl. So if you guys contact me an email, say you're the FlossTube winner, my email address is down below, and just tell me I want a store credit. And if you have an account with us, I'll give you a store credit. If you don't have an account with us, I'll send you a gift certificate code worth $10. So the other half of my title is what is Nashville Market, and kind of how it, and I also want to talk about just how it has changed over the years. This is only going to be my 2nd market, but I have experience in wholesale markets elsewhere, and I've talked to a lot of people. So this is my take on things, and some of the things I'm going to say, I'm just trying to just state facts, not my opinion on how I feel about things or things that are, if they're good or they're bad or whatever. I'm just trying to just kind of lay out what's going on in market and some of the things that have changed because of technology and the way things work now. So first of all, market in Nashville, I don't know how many years they've been doing it, a long time. And it is a wholesaler market or a buyer's market. And what that means is people like me, shops, who are going to resell designs or fabric or floss or needle minders or any of the accoutrements for the needlework industry, go and meet with the people who either make those or manufacture those things. And then we buy at retail. So the Nashville market is not open to the general public. It's just open to buyers. If you were, and you can imagine, 30 years ago or 25 years ago, that the only way designers had to get their word out about their new releases was by sending out mail to a list of shop owners that they may or may not have, and they might not know about new shops and things. And the only way shop owners would know is if the designer contacted them, or if there was a industry magazine or something like that where things got published on a monthly basis or something. So market and any wholesale market is always a way for buyers and sellers to, first of all, meet each other and start a relationship. So let's say you own a boutique, and it's a little bit different. It's way different now with cross-stitch designs. But say you own an upscale boutique, and even now with technology, you get a nice catalog, maybe an online catalog of all of the things a vendor sells that you think you might want to carry in your shop. Even though you have a picture of it, you may want to go to a wholesale show and meet that vendor and actually see the products in person so that you can assure yourself of the quality and things like that. Also, you want to start a relationship with that person, and maybe you have some questions about, maybe your shop is known for being green and environmental friendly, so maybe you want to go and talk to that owner about their manufacturing process, what they do for packaging, how they handle recycling, where their things are manufactured. Maybe you only want things manufactured in North America, all those different things. So you get to know each other and you get to establish a relationship. In a really large buyer's market, you may not even put in an order with a vendor that you're interested in during the market. You may just get that relationship going. On the same thing, on the opposite hand, that vendor, that seller might want to know more about you. They might want to know your reputation. If they are really into ecology and green, and they go and they find out that your shop isn't, or maybe maybe it's just not a fit for how each of the two people want to be represented. So that's kind of a standard, the big, where you go to convention hall type of markets. With designers 25 years ago and shop owners, it was kind of the only way to really go and see all of the new releases from a designer in one place, and actually do a market where you would go, you wouldn't know ahead of time. There was no emails or sneak peeks and things like that. And you would go from room to room and look at all the beautiful things, the models and the displays. You would talk to the designer. You would establish a relationship, and you would decide how many of their charts you wanted to order for your shop or fabric or whatever. And that is very much the same now. But of course, with the advent of the internet and the ability to see everything ahead of time, let's see, I'm trying to figure out, that connection it's just different. I don't want to say the connection is different, because I still have really good relationships with I have good relationships with the designers and want to maintain those, but that need to actually go to market just to see the designs isn't there any longer. So there's some people might say, do we need to have Nashville Market anymore because it's very expensive? It's very expensive for the designers. It costs them thousands of dollars. It's going to cost me about $1,200 to go. So that's a lot of books I got to sell just to break even. But so what's the benefit of that? And there's a lot of different benefits. There's mostly, though, now I feel, for me personally, the benefit is the social aspect of keeping up a personal relationship with the people in the industry. So not only am I going to go and connect personally with the designers that I respect and that I carry in my shop, and meet the new designers and get to know them just a little bit, but I'm also going to meet other shop owners and be able to have discussions with them and spend some time with them. I also have some really good friends who are going to help. I actually am going to be able to meet Helen D., who you guys know I have a great working relationship with, and I'm going to get to meet her in person because she is helping out Barbie from Pedal Pusher in her room as a designer. So that part of it is extremely, extremely important. With the advent of pre-orders, it is a little, you do kind of feel like you're putting an order in, spending $1,000, going and picking your order up, and then coming back. But while it's tempting to think that and feel like that, there's really a lot more to market. They also have a number of classes, none of which I'm going to attend this year, but it also builds a lot of excitement. So you go in and you're surrounded by people in your industry and people with that same passion that you have for where cross stitch in particular is going, and ideas exchanges. How do we get younger people stitching? How can we use FlossTube to get the word out? What are you doing for shipping? What are you doing for this? We get all of that kind of back and forth. So I'm not sure if this will be my last market or not. I am getting old, and it is extremely, extremely stressful. Just to give you an idea, when I got back from Mexico, I was working 8 to 12-hour days trying to get all of the pictures downloaded. You get just kind of inundated with emails from designers and all of their photos, and I would get an email and a designer says, I have 12 new releases, and I'm like, oh my God, how am I gonna get all of those pictures processed and get all of that out to everybody so that you, my customers, could place an order. And it was just a little bit crazy, but it's calmed down now. Pre-orders are done after today, and I am psyched and I can't wait to go. So I don't know if that helps or not. The whole building a relationship is still really important. We have a lot of designers that sell directly to customers now, and that has kind of put a little bit of a wrench into things. We have, you know, it's which good or bad. I'm not stating an opinion on that. It's just that that's one of the ways things have changed. PDF files have changed things a little bit in buying practices. So there's a lot that goes into deciding as a shop who you're going to carry, what relationships you are going to build, and how you're going to go about maintaining that, and not just because of your passion for the industry, but also because that's your business and you need to stay profitable and you need to make those decisions that are going to be best for your customers and for your shop. So that's my very long, winded talk about Market. I will review this when I edit, and we'll see if this video ends up getting completely reshot or not. So, new giveaways. So, I had my 3,000 subscriber celebration video quite a while ago, and 2 of the items were not claimed. One of them is this set of 5 color and cotton flosses. So I am putting those back up for giveaway. If you are interested in these, first of all, the rules. You have to be 18 so I can legally ask for your mailing address. I think you should be a subscriber if you want to join in on the giveaways. It would be great if you would subscribe. And don't use the word giveaway so that the bots that go through and try to find things don't spam us. Oh, that brings up another thing. So many floss tubers are getting hit by spammers. I will never, ever, ever ask you to click on a link, or if you get a comment and it says it's from me and it looks suspicious, don't reply to it. Don't click on it. Don't do anything. Report it to me. You can send me an email. My email address is below. And I'll try to get care of it. But lots and lots of floss tubers are having people pretend they're the floss tuber and are contacting their customers. So don't fall for that stuff. You know, I might put, hey, you're the winner. Email me at carla@ekman.com. But maybe I should even stop doing that. So we'll see. It just is really sad that that even has to be a thing. So use the word cotton, C-O-T-T-O-N, if you're interested in those. Then we have this whole packet of things from the, what is it, Gilmore Girls? And this is from the Black Needle Society box. And it had all kinds of things from this that were represented from the series: a scissor holder, a Kirk sticker, a Daisy's headband, recipe cards, and this project bag, and this little zipper pull type of thing. So all of that together, use the word Daisy, D-A-I-S-Y. And just so you know, this is a U.S. only because of the size. I'll only ship within the U.S. on this one, so sorry about that. But I will be folding the project bag when I mail it, just so you know. Hopefully it won't get creased. I think it came to me folded, so we'll see. Then I have 2 needle minders from Lori Holt. Got a chicken needle minder. Use the word chicken. And I've got this crow needle minder. Use the word crow. So those will be given away on the next FlossTube. So all that's left is new inventory. There'll be a ton of new inventory when I get back from Market, but we'll go over that then. Most of you are probably really tired of all of that stuff. But there are a few amazing designs coming out in market. So this is stuff that's new to my shop since my last video. This is Angelique Tulip, and this is from the Pedal Pushers series by Nora Corbett. Nora Corbett is the designer for Mirabilia. When she designs under the name Nora Corbett, it is usually exclusively sold from Witchelt. So then there's Orange Princess, also from the Pedal Pushers series. And Winter Folly from the Winter Greenhouses series. It's also by Nora Corbett. Then I got, now a lot of these, there's a lot of wintry and Valentine things in here. And the reason I'm so far behind is because I ordered these from Witchelt like 4.5 months ago or longer. And maybe, well, not that long. 4 months ago, 3 months ago, and they just came. So they're a little out of season, some of them. This is Garden Side Sampler and Tree by Hello from Liz Matthews. Blue Rhapsody by Rosewood Manor. Got duplicates of that. This is Simply Santa, and this is number 28 in the Cinnamon Stick Santa series by Homespun Elegance. 28 years she's been doing that series. It's amazing. This is Oh Santa by Rosewood Manor. It's Santa's face done in Quaker motifs, similar to it's part of the series, oh, I took it out. Part of the series like the Oh Feathers peacock that I'm doing, and I think there's also an Oh Flutter butterfly. These are the embellishment packs for the charts I just showed you. Those are available. I think there's one for the house too, or the greenhouse. So got those in. Then we have the third in the Snowman Collector series by, I always forget, Cottage Garden Samplings, The Clown. By Jan Hicks Creates, Stitch Happiness, and it says stitch a little happiness every day. Isn't that beautiful? Jan Hicks is going to be at market. I'm really excited to meet her. Vintage Christmas Alphabets, number 1 by Jan Hicks Creates. And this is The Cranky Owl by Modern Folk Embroidery. And Happy Everything by Calico Confectionery. And then a little late to the game on these is Snow, Bring It On, the Hoop-de-Doo series by Sue Hillis. And also in the series, Peppermint Christmas. I actually really think that one's cute. Now these, if you stitch these on 16 or 32 count fabric, they will fit in a 5-inch hoop. And then Mary Mary, also in the Hoop-de-Doo series. So those are in stock right now. And then I got Stitcher's Ornaments by Tiny Modernist. Sorry, total blank there. And we got more. I love this one. This is Gathering Together Pin Keep by Scattered Seeds. There's been a number of Scattered Seeds designs lately. And look at this. It's got the mother bird with the little tiny bird on her back and then this nest underneath. And the colors are beautiful. I really like that. That is Gathering Together Pin Keep. Then All Is White, What a Delight by Homespun Elegance. And the title is All Is White. And by Rosewood Manor, there's a number of smalls. This one is I Love You, and it's got I Love You all around the border. And Hearts and Flowers. So we got some flowers around the outside and then the 4 hearts here. Love Letters, it includes the entire alphabet, so you can put your or a friend's initial in the middle. And then Rose Heart, there's 3 or 4 of these heart designs, and each one has a different heart charm. So this one is Rose Heart, and there's the heart charm for that one. I'll get the rest in a minute here. Plum Street Samplers Autumn Cottage is in stock. Love Heart, and this one has the words love, and then it also comes with a heart charm. And Stolen Heart, and that comes with a heart charm, and it's got room for initials and a date, so that would be great for a wedding or an anniversary. And then the next few were originally sold as limited edition kits and now are available through Hoffman as chart only. And this is from the Stitching series, Fairy series, and this is the Floss Fairy, and that's chart only. All of these are chart only. I love this one. This is the Christmas Elf Fairy, and look at her holding that little tiny Christmas tree. I love that chart. And the Easter Fairy. And then I also have the Halloween Fairy, and I tried to get Thanksgiving Harvest Fairy back in stock, but I think it was out of stock. Sweet Wing Studio Faithful Friend, and it says, who finds a faithful friend finds a treasure. This is the Red Lady Pirate by Mirabilia. She's in stock now. And let's see, getting there. Got lots of duplicates here. Number 3 in the collector series is the Shepherd. I think I said number 3 for the clown, so that was wrong, obviously. I actually really like this one. Hands-on Design, Snow on the Ground. Isn't that cute? And then the Triple Play series, the Winter Baskets. The Spring Baskets are coming out at Market, I think. Mad for Plaid. This is 4 designs, one for each season, and they're only 51 by 51. So nice quick stitches. And that one I've already shown you. Then we got a new design by Mirabilia, Camille in Bloom. It's just beautiful. And then there is a embellishment pack for her. These have been out for a while, but it's been a while since I had my last video. Tweed Hearts by Heart and Hand. Winter White Whirligig by Heart and Hand, and Perfect Snowman by Heart and Hand. And I don't have it on me, but I just got today 15 more of the 2023 Collector Hearts kits by Heart and Hand. And last is the Cross Stitch To-Do List by Pickleberry, and it says cross stitch to-do list: buy fabric, buy thread, buy more fabric, buy new charts, talk about fabric, and start stitching. So that's really cute. I saw somebody stitching this on Instagram, and it is really cute. It's got nice bright colors. So that's it for new inventory. Thanks for watching, everybody. I will be giving a market update, just like you're going to be seeing a lot of those. I'll try not to go into it too much, but the shop will be open while I'm gone, but shipping obviously will be delayed, and I'll have a notice on my shop about when shipping will pick up again. But since I'm a one-person shop, then I can't ship while I'm gone. So we will see how that goes and have lots of fun things when we get back. Thanks for watching. If you really like this video, I hope you'll subscribe and give it a thumbs up and click the bell so you're notified when new things are released. Talk to you later, guys. Happy stitching. Bye-bye.